Hi friends, it's Aurora in real time this time, which is weird for me. Not quite used to doing this yet. I'm used to voiceover Aurora, but here we are today. Unfortunately not being joined by my husband Anthony this time because we're not really opening packs today. Today I have my friend Fred here and our lovely daughter Tina in the background, who you may or may not be able to hear. She's a cat, I should say. Let me let me be clear there. Her name is Tina, but she is a cat. I always forget that Tina is like a normal human name sometimes. You might hear her pitter around in the background, or if she decides to hop up, you'll see her. But I have my friend Fred here. We got a 3D printer recently, and I've been obsessed with printing cute little fidget creatures. So he's going to be in the background there for some encouragement and support. But today we are going over cards that I picked up from my first ever card show. So I went to my first ever card show today. I didn't record anything because I'm not really, I just not very comfortable with doing that. And I also wanted to be, since it was my first card show, wanted to be more present and aware of my surroundings and all the shiny cardboard. Yeah, I got a lot of cool stuff. So I wanted to show what I got. I went in there with a cash budget of, I had $100 on me, which is a lot more than I would normally carry on myself if I were to be buying Pokemon cards, because I don't really buy like the heavy hitters. I don't buy like the big expensive cards. I think the most expensive card I bought today was $8 or $9. So, I was going in there. I just bought some just in case, since I've started wanting to master set 151, and just in case there was a lot of I've been working on a Shining Fates master set for like the past year, like very casually, just kind of hunting it in person whenever I'm at a place with Pokemon cards. So I just brought $100 with me. That was my budget, and I surprisingly spent it all. I went in there thinking that a lot of sellers were just going to have cases with like slabs and the higher hit cards, higher value cards and stuff, but there was a lot of, every table had a binder, if not more than just one. So I was in heaven. And another table, actually, where I got this tin from, unfortunately no actual prismatic evolutions, or traumatic evolutions I should say, in here. But to start off with what we got, this table here was doing kind of they had a bulk box of holo, reverse holo cards, Pokemon cards mainly. There was a few trainers in there, but not many. And they were doing like a promotion, like a fill-a-tin promotion for, I think it was like $10. Fill a tin with as much as much bulk as you can fit in there. And the fun part about this is, let me take all the cards out that I got. The fun part is, it came with, I got the Flareon tin, and he kept the little coin, and I don't know, cute little Flareon like picture thingy that comes with it. He also had a Vaporeon one, so it was kind of difficult and kind of tempting to fill 2 tins with bulk, but I only was able to find enough that I needed. I didn't want to take bulk unnecessarily. I already have enough of my own. So I only took what I needed for, I found a lot of 151, which was good. So here are non-151 cards. These are just cards that I saw while looking through for 151 that I also grabbed because I had to fill the tin, So I got these Flareon, Vaporeon, Jolteon promos, which I think came with like prismatic poster collection or like something like that. But I really like them, so I grabbed them. I grabbed a Morpeko that I don't believe I have, or if I do, I have the reverse holo and I needed the holo. Regardless, I love Morpeko. I'm also trying to master set every Morpeko card, so I figured I'd just grab that. Grabbed a reverse hollow Snom. I know I have the basic version of this. Not sure if I have the reverse. Once again, just figured I'd grab it. Got this Mega Evolution Cottonee promo. I have the Whimsicott, so I wanted to grab the Cottonee. And then we have a reverse hollow Marnie's Morpeko from Destined Rivals, which I know I don't have. I have the normal version, so I knew I needed this one. And then a some Cosmos foil Larvitar family line, because my husband found these. And even though I don't know where they're from, because they don't have the I expected these to be promo cards. They might still be, but just not classified under Black Star promo. I have no clue. I'm used to Cosmos Hollows always being Black Star promos, so I don't know. But I figured I'd grab them anyways because they're fun. And then nothing exciting here. Just a lot of Mew 151 bulk cards. I'll just kind of quickly go through them. Found, as you can see, a lot of reverse hollows, which was awesome because that's like the main. I mean, I feel like that if anyone tries to master set it, that's like the main thing that they always miss are the reverse hollows, you know? So I was able to get a lot here, as well as like a few hollows. Oh, this isn't part of 151, but this one, it's just an Audino holding a little egg. I thought this was the cutest thing ever. I hadn't seen this card, so I grabbed that one as well, but obviously not part of 151. Oh, I thought I cleared this stack out, but same for this guy. Oranguru is not part of 151, but he's one of my favorite Pokemon, so I grabbed that as well. I thought I cleared out the stack, but I guess I didn't. Here's another one of those Cosmo Hollow. A little swirl there. That doesn't have the Blackstone promo, so if any, I'm kind of new, if you can't tell, to this whole thing. I'm still kind of learning. So if anybody knows why there are Cosmo Hollows like this without the promo at the bottom, let me know, because I'd like to know like what those are all about. And then coming to the end here, I'm pretty sure I got 2 of these Onyxes on accident, but that's okay. And finishing it off with the first one I found in the stack, Paris. So that was fun. Did I overpay $10 for all this bulk? I don't know. I honestly was probably way too excited about getting a Prismatic Evolutions tin. I don't even care about pulling Prismatic Evolutions. I just want the tins because I just think I love the tins for storage purposes and I love the evolutions. So like I wanted the evolution tins. We'll just throw that stuff in the corner there with Fred. Well, on the topic of 151, I did also pick up this gold Mew, which I believe was the most expensive. I think I paid like $8 or $9 for this one. I think it was tied for the most expensive card that I got, which we'll get to once we get to kind of, it was an illustration rare. I'll show you later, but got this gold Mew, which I was super happy about. And then I got these 2 Morpekos for my master set. I wasn't sure if I needed this one, but I figured this was the last card. This was the first card I saw at the first table I went to. And was also the last card I picked up because my take on it was if he was still there by the end of the show and I still had money left over, so he lit my last $3 I had went to this card, I would pick it up anyways just in case I didn't have it. I didn't expect to see as many Morpekos as I did at the show, so I didn't really prepare my Dex app with what Morpekos I do and don't have. But I know I don't have this one because I'm slacking on the Hangry Morpeko cards, so I knew for a fact I didn't have this one. And this one was really special too because the guy, I pulled it out of his binder and asked him how much for this little guy, and he let me have it for free. So that made my first ever card show like even more special than it already was getting that guy for 0 doll hairs. It made it really awesome. So on the subject of master sets, This is a stack of cards for Shining Fates. So we'll go through the non-top loaded cards first, but I got the Full Art Ball Guy Trainer, which was awesome. A lot of these cards, a lot of the sellers or vendors, I should say, were like said something along the lines of, I wasn't going to take these cards, but figured, you know, shrug emoji, why not kind of thing, which I'm very happy they did because I ended up buying a lot of these from all the vendors that had them. So we got the Full Art Trainer Ball Guy. This is I got 2 Full Art Trainers and I need one more Full Art Trainer, which nobody had, and it's understandable. It's the Full Art Rose. If I can figure out how to edit it in, I'll put like a picture of it right here. It's worth less than $1. So it's understandable why it wasn't brought in to sell kind of thing. But I'll probably get him on TCG Player. But anyways, we got the Full Art Trainer Ball Guy, which I love. I just think it's such a fun card. The Full Art Shiny Rillaboom V. The Full Art Black and Gold Eternity. I always call him just Eternus, even though there's a T right there. VMAX. I have the regular V one, so now I have the VMAX, so that pair is finished, which is nice. We got Shiny Swanna, Shiny Skwovet, and you can see some of these cards still have prices on them, so you can add up. I mean, I told you I spent $100, so everything here adds up to $100. Shiny Grimmsnarl. Oh, and then, don't know if I said, but that's a little Skwovet. Decidueye, which is exciting because now I've completed the Rowlet Shiny line, I believe. Shiny Dreepy. Shiny Choodle. Love me a good Choodle. He's just such a silly Pokemon. And then a Shiny Hatena. And then we'll just pull up the top-loaded cards here. Shiny Centiskorch. Shiny Inteleon, which I didn't know this is what Shiny Inteleon looks like. So this was super cool. We got Shiny Ducklet, so we got the Ducklet Swanna line finished, which is awesome. Shiny Galarian Stunfisk. Shiny Galarian Yamask, and I have the Runerigus Galarian. Oh no, I guess that's different. That's actually its own individual Pokemon. So I have the Runerigus. So that family is done. The Stonjourner, which was the second card I purchased that day, or today. He was in someone's dollar binder, which was exciting. And then the other Full Art Trainer I got, Skyla. She, I think, is a 3-way tie. The Skyla, the Gold Mew, and then a Full Art, or not Full Art, sorry, Illustration Rare that I got, they all kind of had a 3-way tie of the most expensive card I got today at $8 to $9. I can't remember. But there's Skyla. And then the beautiful Lapras VMAX. I love this one so much. And I have the regular Lapras V, so we have that set done too, which is really exciting. Got a lot of good progress done for Shining Fates today, which was exciting. And then I will just pull over this last little pile here that I have. I got this I got this Diancie because it was $1 and it's hollow. You can't really see it through the sleeve. There you go. Kind of see there. But I really like, I'm not really actively trying to master set like every fairy type card, but it's kind of like just like a little, whenever I see one that I don't have, I pick it up kind of thing. And this was the first and only fairy type card I saw all day. So I took her home. It was very, very exciting stuff. And then we get into, there we go, the illustration rares that I picked up today. I love Maractus. And I figured for $2, you know, this one's super cool. It's super cute. He's with his people, his family. This Turtonator might be either my favorite or second favorite card that I picked up the whole day. I just love Turtonator's not really one of my favorite Pokemon. Like, he's fine, you know? He's not like offensive to me or anything like that. Like, he's fine. I like him, but it's just the way that he's just sitting so peacefully, just standing there, you know, looking out. Looks like it's raining a little bit. He's probably, since he's a fire type, hiding from the rain. But just the vibes of this card. Just looks like a little guy, just chilling, having a relaxing day. So he made my heart really happy when I saw him, and he made me giggle, so I had to pick him up. Picked up this Abomasnow because once again, another master set or just kind of binder that I want to build is like snowy cards or like icy cards, because I really love winter is my favorite season. I really love the snow, so I thought, and ice type Pokemon are also like ice types, water types, and grass types. They're like my favorite types of Pokemon. So I figured I'd start kind of like a snowy binder. And I picked this one up, and I just thought it was also funny. It was $2 because I saw a bunch of the, I'll try to, if I can, put a picture here. I saw a bunch of the, I believe it's Journey Together full art, or not, I keep calling them full arts, illustration rare Articunos. And I'm still a bit stubborn. It kind of hurt me having to pay, like, for the Mew Gold and the Skyla and stuff, the $8 to $9 per card that I did for that. But the Articuno was like $15 to $16, $14 to $16, depending on the table I saw it at. And I really want that card for my snowy binder. It is so beautiful. So beautiful, but I wasn't quite ready to... I mean, I don't know. I'm not really... I look for the... As you can see, I look for the cheap, like, $1 to $5 cards. So we'll get that one eventually. And then this Palafin... How is it only $1, you know? This Palafin is just super cool. I had to pick him up just for $1. And here is that infamous $8 illustration rare that I've been mentioning. It was Snom. I love Snom so much. I think probably like top 3 favorite Pokemon. Top 5 maybe. And I was also wearing a my Pokemon Center Snom beanie hats. Like, I felt like legally I was obligated to have to buy this one. So I had to pick him up. And this one was from the seller that was doing the Philitin. He had a box of like $1 cards. And so I got this Noivern, shiny Noivern from, I'm guessing, the Japanese version of Paldean Fates. If I had to guess, I don't know. Because it's a dragon type card, and then that's another thing too. On top of the fairy type cards, I like to just collect dragon type cards because the dragon types are cool. And it was $1. And it's a Japanese card. It looks beautiful, so I picked that up. And then I picked up this little guy. I'm not really a huge fan of a lot of the Paradox Pokemon. They were all a bit of a miss for me. Except Slitherwing. Slitherwing, it's just a little creature. Like, you just kind of want to, like, you know, he's just so freaking cute. He's just so round. And his wings are so beautiful. So, he was $7, marked for $7, but I asked the vendor if he'd take him for $5, and he let me take him home for $5. So I did a little bit of bargaining, a little bit of negotiating, but I think that was like the only negotiations I did, because everything felt fairly priced. Not that this felt unfair, but the vendor said, like, oh, if you want to, you know, he was kind of talking about how the prices may be off from market or anything like that. So I took that as an opportunity to save a couple dollars, which those $2 went to buying this Morpeko. So it worked out. So those were all the cards that I got myself. And then it was very exciting. My wonderful husband, who you all have seen on the channel, well, whose hands and poles you've seen on the channel, surprised me by getting this awesome full art Mega Venusaur EX. So this card is just so, like, look at the, take it out of its sleeve just so you can better see the, like, the hollow patterns have definitely, or foil patterns, I don't know, have definitely gotten a massive upgrade in the Mega Evolution era for English. So technically, this was the most expensive card at a whopping $12 that I picked up today, but technically I didn't spend my money on it. It was a little gift. He said it was a part of my Christmas gifts this year. So I'm really happy to have this one because I had been looking at it at like all the tables, like pretty much every table there had this one because it's part of the newest, well, not technically the newest set, but second newest set. So there's a ton of Mega Evolution everywhere, Phantasmal Flames everywhere. And every time I'd see it, I would just point at it and be like, oh, I love that guy. But I would never buy it because even though it's only $12 comparatively to like something like, I don't know, I saw a lot of infamously expensive cards. I saw Moonbryons, I was seeing Bubble Mews, I was seeing the Surging Sparks Pikachus, I was seeing Gardevoir SIRs, the Mega Charizard from Phantasmal Flames SIR. Like, I was seeing all of the hits, and they're so cool to see. But, so, like, comparatively, $12 for a card is, like, nothing compared to buying something like that. But, to me, as somebody who, as you can see, likes to just get bulk or buy, like, at max, like, $5 for a card, which I broke that rule today buying a few cards that I needed for sets, but I didn't feel too bad about that. But like as soon as it reached double digits, I kind of moved past it, you know, just kind of like, oh, I love that card, that one's so cool, would love to get it one day kind of thing. And at the last table we went to, they had this one there, and my husband was like, would you regret it if you didn't get this card? Because another reason why I wasn't getting it is because I still have a handful. I have a 2 Mega Venusaur boxes and a Lucario figure collection box to open, which contain Mega Evolution packs in them, I believe. At least the Venusaurs do. I don't know about the Lucario. I could be wrong about that. But part of me was like, oh, don't buy it now, because what if you pull it later and then you didn't have to buy it kind of thing. And then my husband was like, oh, would you regret, you know, not buying it by the time we got home? And I was kind of like, I don't know, because I could still pull it. And he was like, would you be upset if like you had this one and then also pulled it? And I was like, I don't really know how to answer that. Like, probably not. And he was like, yeah, like that would be cool. Like, you can have them, you know, have a Venusaur in my hits binder, and then like, if I had Master Set Mega Evolution, I have 2 of them kind of thing, so they can go in 2 binders. And then I blinked, and then he bought the card. So that was really nice of him. Sorry to yap so much about that, but it made this card really special, so I really, really love this card. It's so cool. I love Venusaur. But yeah, so that was the haul of cards from my first ever card show. Very, very exciting stuff. I think I had Fred in my pocket, kind of something to fidget with in my pocket while walking around, so I think he definitely was a good luck charm. I'm going to be taking him to any other future card shows I may go to. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed seeing these cards as much as I did, and I will hopefully see you soon for some Pokemon card openings with Anthony. Bye bye.